All right, guys. So video one is business setup. So here's what we're going to cover in this video. The legal entity setup for both the US and Canada. So I'm going to show you the websites that I would use or my preference, the best state, again, a preference, but a state that you can register in for tax purposes, so on and so forth. And that's about it. You're done in Brad Street number. So you use this for credit applications when you're applying or when landlords or property management will, they'll run applications on you. So this is the number that you'll use to put on the credit check. Building credit with trade lines. So this is just the fastest way I know to build credit on a new business, and we'll utilize trade lines to do this. And lastly is professionalizing your business presence. So I'm going to show you the fastest and best way I think to make websites, pitch decks, emails, stuff like that. And then of course just a brief summary. So as always, warning, this is the most important video in the entire course. Watch the entire video, don't skip, don't fast forward. The only thing I'll let you fast forward is if you're in the US, you can skip the Canadian part. Pro tip, you can watch this in 2x speed if you want, although I don't recommend it, but So, legal entity setup for the US side first. The first thing you want to do is actually set up an LLC, right? Not only for obvious reasons like, protecting personal assets, but also for tax purposes as well, right? You want to be able to have control of your money, pay your company, and then pay yourself out as you please. To do this, my preference is using LegalZoom. There is other websites that can, do the same thing, but for me, I think the easiest for someone starting off is just to use a service like this. A couple days, 3 days, you'll have your EIN, you'll have your documents, you can open a bank account. It's pretty cheap. I'll go through with you. Again, when you register in the state, I say vote, Wyoming or Delaware. The best tax benefits, and it is anonymous, so your personal details are private if people look up your business. You can also do, I've seen Texas, I've seen a couple others, but a lot like this makes the most sense to me. You do want to make sure that you add the EIN option at checkout. This is a tax ID number, so it's just like an SSN for business. You need this to get your DUNS number. You need this to set up a bank account. People will probably ask for it, landlords. So you want to get this as fast as possible. And then once all this is done, you will receive your LLC and EIN documents within a few days, and then you can go. You can proceed. Once you have this, the first thing you want to do is open up a bank account, right? I prefer Chase. I think you should start building a relationship with them nice and early, because this is also the same bank that I think makes the most sense to start with credit options. All right, so this is the LegalZoom website. It's just a very easy way to, get started. Down the road, if you want to have a more advanced legal structure set up, you can do that. I don't think it's necessary, especially as a U.S. Citizen. But this is the fastest way to get your feet on the ground so you can get started. So kickstart your business in minutes. You want to do an LLC here, right? You're not going to go public. You're not a nonprofit. No need for a DBA yet. So you can do the pro package. I would do basic, but again, they do have some stuff. I just haven't used it, so I don't want to vouch for it. But you do have unlimited e-signatures, and you do have you can make a website through Wix through this. So you could look into it. The most important thing is to make sure you get the EIN. So I'll show you. So start in basic. Don't get too caught up in the business name if you don't have it yet. It's more important that you just take action and start this. You can if you find a perfect name in the future that you think is oh, that's perfect, you can just make a DBA. It costs nothing. And then you can refer to your business as that. That's pretty much what I think most people, I would say, do. They just get started. If they don't have the perfect name, they just create a DBA, and that's the new name, right? Doing business as. So if you don't have a perfect name, don't worry about it. All right. AWCO Housing. AWCO will be located in Delaware. Who will be the primary contacts? I'm gonna skip that. So two things here I want to talk about, which is a little hack. So what you want to do in the industry is you want to pick a low risk industry that you can justify. And the reason that you want to do this is because when it comes to funding, that will be the next video, depending on what industry you're in, you will be deemed low risk, high risk. You know, most of it's an algorithm, right, for getting your credit approval for the first, while you're still small. So if you're a low risk industry or a lower risk industry in real estate, you'll be approved for higher limits than you would be without. Just something to consider. Not 100% mandatory. I like management consulting. A few people in my network, it's kind of like a mutual agreement that this is probably the best one that we could use, but that still makes sense, right? You can still justify it. And then when you go through the funding process, like the NAIC code, you would type managing consulting as well. I'll put the NAIC code in below this video here. You could also use, it might not have it here, but lessors of real estate. This is the lowest risk version of real estate. And I'll put the NAIC code at the bottom as well. So let's just say this for now. Oops. Sure, they'll understand. Yeah. No, thanks. So the important thing to do is you need an operating agreement, which just pretty much shows the hierarchy of your company. It's just going to be you, president, director, all that at the beginning. But eventually that could change, right? So you click select. You can do this if you want. I didn't. Again, you can do this stuff if you want, depending on if you're just starting. I wouldn't even bother yet, right? So you have your Delaware filing fees. It's $140. You can't escape that. It doesn't matter if you hire a lawyer, you know, whatever. And then the subtotal is just the cost of the package added here, which you need this stuff anyways. So there's no escaping these fees. After that, you just continue the checkout and you're off to the races. Within a few weeks, within a few days, you will receive your LLC documents and your EIN document. And then you can just take that and go open a bank account. One thing to remember that's important, not 100% important, this is kind of like a start now, you know, ask for forgiveness later kind of thing. When you do your business in a new state, that's not Delaware, because you won't be doing this in Delaware, I don't think. You do have to register in that state as well. It's very easy. You just register in the state. So just something to consider. But you can get started first. You can't do that, you know, first couple months. So take note, but don't stress over it. And then you continue the checkout, and you're off to the races. Yeah. And then, of course, it is tax deductible. And that's pretty much it for the legal entity for the U.S., guys. It's actually really straightforward. You can get that done in really 3 days. And you officially are a business owner. That's it. As fast as you build credit in the U.S., just makes your life easier. The next thing we're going to be talking about here applies for both Canadians and U.S. now, is the Dun & Bradstreet setup. So a DNB number is what you're going to use to help prove your business's creditworthiness and reliability to landlords through their application process. The setup process is very easy. We'll go through it in a second. But essentially, you just sign up for the credit builder and just receive your DNB number. It's free. Like I was saying, the usage is you actually use this for the application itself, right? Especially for bigger property management companies. They're going to have a set way that they do corporate leases. And they're going to send you the applications. And then you just have to make sure that you have your DUNS number, your EIN. You have some credit on there, which I'll show you how to do in a second. And that's how you actually get approved, right? And building credit, like I just said, we'll go over that in a second on the fastest ways that I know to bring up business credit. And then the timeline, yes, it takes about 60 to 90 days for new credit inquiries to actually show up on your Dun & Bradstreet number. So, DNB. So the actual website is literally just dnb.com, Dun & Bradstreet. Literally like 80% of the company or the landlords and property management and stuff I've worked with pretty much all do DNB. So you just get a DUNS number. And it's right, it's very easy. I won't go through this whole thing with you guys because it's so straightforward. But it's literally just like step one, I have a US based business. Step 2, the basic information. You're a bit like, that's it, right? You want to expedite it? No, that's just an upsell. We don't do upsells. And then you'll probably get a call, and they just verify that what you said is true. So what you'll do is I have a US-based business, zip code, I don't know, 1806, don't see my business. You won't see your business. And then you just click get started for free here. You can expedite it if you want, but I don't know if it's worth $229. Depends, right? Depends on how fast you want to get started. Get started for free. You have to create an account. Like I said, I'm not going to go through like this one with you because it's so straightforward. But you literally just create an account, and then the next step is your DUNS number application. You just need your basic business information and your EIN so they can look in the register and see you. After that, you're going to get your DUNS number, and that's literally all there is to it. This is very important. Do not skip this step. This is how you're going to actually show that you're worthy, you have creditworthiness to actually lease from the landlords, right? One thing I want to talk about very quickly, like I said, about like mostly all landlords and property management will go like be satisfied and go through the DUNS number, but you can also build your Experian business credit as well. Like DNB, an Experian number helps show your business creditworthiness, the exact same. It's just much less used, but it is free and it does take like 2 minutes to make. So it doesn't hurt, right? So you can also click on Experian and then just go through this to get your credit number here as well. Optional, but I would do it. So moving on, building credit with trade lines. When you first get your DUNS number and your business is brand new, you literally have zero credit, right? Like you have nothing. So in my opinion, the best thing that you can do is to start with some trade lines that will start pinging your credit, right? So your DUNS number, your Experian, all of it, right? They'll report to the bureaus and you will see that you do have some creditworthiness. Business credit is honestly like, it's not like personal credit. Like business credit is kind of a scam. Like it doesn't really show anything. Like you could be the most unreliable person ever or business ever and you can still have good business credit. So this is more just like knowing how to play the game, just so you know, guys. What trade lines actually are is things like a trade line is a net 30. They're called net 30 vendors. So essentially what that means is you have 30 days to pay it back, and it's just like a very small credit line. Like I just said, so net 30 accounts. So vendors offer terms that give you 30 days to pay after purchase, helping build your credit history. The 3 best ones to use are Uline, Office Granger, and Quill. This is again personal preference. You can buy toilet paper, pencils, any small item to set up trade lines. And the only point of it is just so it actually pings your credit score. And then, like I said, the reporting timeline. So allow 60, 90 days for trade lines to appear on your DNB profile. And then you're going to start having business credit and then you're good to go. So I'll show you just Uline as a quick example here. Just register an account. And then you can get a trade line from there. Or you can also just call as well. What they'll do is they'll send you an invoice and you have 30 days to pay it back. And then you use your business account, like your business banking account that you set up, pay it back, and or credit, whatever. And that's all there is to it. So the next thing to talk about, guys, is professionalizing your business presence, and this is very important. Landlords and property management is not going to take you seriously unless you have some sort of professionalism. And remember, guys, this is a real business, so you want to act like it. What this entails is creating a professional business website. So a well-designed website showcases professionalism to landlords, property owners, and clients, outlining service and building credibility. So I'll start there. This is my website. I'm showing you everything I have here. So this is my website. See, it's not perfect. It just shows that when someone looks you up, a big property management company, or landlord, or anything, that you are you're not some guy trying to lease out their house on Airbnb, right? You're a professional business. You can copy everything on my website. I don't care. But this is what mine looks like. Okay. I have a menu. There's different stuff to go into it. But you don't even need that. You just need to come off as your real business, which is most important. And this is like a kind of fake it till you make it kind of thing at the beginning. But this is how you win. And don't get overwhelmed by this, guys, because it's literally so easy. Like, you can make a website on Wix, just to get you past for the beginning in no time. Like, I'll show you. Just click this. I don't even know. Look at all these templates and stuff. Like, all you need is some photos, some copy. You can really copy my copy if you want. Very basic, right? Just so people can Google you and find you. And you can put it on business cards, all of that, right? It's important, guys. Alternatively, or further down the road, you can also even use Fiverr. Look, web design. It's not even expensive. Like, of course, very interactive websites are expensive. Don't get me wrong. But we don't need that. We just need a one-page website for you guys, right? Look, 117, 176, 264, 95. That's all you need. So you can either do it yourself on Wix, take you realistically 4 hours, I would say. You can outsource it to someone else. You can copy everything I have on my website. It's a little bit slow right now because I have to update or optimize some of the stuff. I haven't updated this in a while, to be honest with you. But the copy and stuff is sound. You can take everything from. I don't care. And yeah, guys, a few hours, do it yourself, outsource it, whatever. Just make sure you have it. Next is professional email setup. So, guys, I want you to think about how you would come across if it was just like Aiden at yahoo.com and you're approaching a big property management company saying, I want to take 10 of your units. They're going to say, yeah, sure, not. You want to come off as a professional, and professionals have professional emails. You can do this using Google Workplace. It's cheap. You have to do it. I think this one's a non-negotiable. And you want to make sure it matches your domain. So your domain is just going to be like your company, whatever you decide to name it. You can actually create your domain through Google Workplace if you want. It's easy. There's other ways. You can just type in like domain creation to purchase your domain. Just go through Google Workplace for now. Here is Google Workplace. Small business. And you literally just click get started. This also gives you access to Google Drive, Google Sheets, like everything in the Google atmosphere. This also is good for down the road because when you start growing, you can have, sales at yourcompany.com. You can have one for your VAs, like operations at company.com. That's what I had, like operations for my whole team. And then your name, it just makes the most sense. You want to start this nice and early. Just make sure you have it, guys. For the domain, the only one I don't recommend is GoDaddy. I had a really hard time with them at the beginning. Just pointlessly complicated. So I wouldn't go with GoDaddy. If you are like an Outlook guy, you can go with Microsoft as well, but Google Workplace is the cheapest and easiest right now. Next is email signature. So you really want to be sure to include a professional email signature, name, role, contact information. Again, even if you aren't that guy or that girl yet, you still want to have an email signature. This and the professional email and a professional email signature will drastically increase the chance that people just reply to you in the first place. So it's one of the easiest things you can do, and it will increase your conversion, and it sets you up for professionalism down the road. So do this. I'll even show you how I started mine. Literally, you can go to signature. This is the one I use. There's a million, so don't even take you can use anything. Just type in email signature. Create your signature, and you can look. They're everywhere. Just get a photo for you. If you don't have a professional headshot, you can even use one of those AI websites, like Professional Headshots AI. Even that will work for the time being. I still use some AI shots for stuff, to be honest with you. So you can go get headshots. You can go on Google and make an AI headshot, whatever works. Just get yourself looking professional. And that's it. This is very easy. Next is the pitch deck and company flyer. So you want to prepare a pitch deck to share with property management and landlords, highlighting your business's value and professionalism. This is important. You want to attach this on every email that you send to anyone you're working with or potentially working with, landlords, property management, whatever. This is the most important thing you can do to increase your professionalism. You have to do this. I'm going to show you mine. I'll show you what I use every time. I'll show you both of them actually. I'm transferring here. I'm trying to help you out. Again, feel free to copy everything. The the sales copy, whatever. Like, you can take the whole thing. I don't care. I can actually show you it now. This is my company pitch deck. So I'm actually going to show you the, there you go. Feel free to copy everything. I'll also put this in the attachment files below. So we provide corporate housing solutions for our clients and stress-free investments for our partners. Finally, a tenant aligned with your goals and objectives. Just take this, guys. Firstly, why partner with us? We provide predictable income and guaranteed occupancy. We lease multiple units at once, which significantly reduces vacancies. All the pain points. You see, guys? By partnering with us, you'll experience a significant decrease in property wear and tear. We take care of all minor repairs. Convincing, right? This is how you get them on the phone. This is how you negotiate. You see? Professionalism. We are dedicated to simplifying and reducing the workload required of our partners. Our goal is to build lasting connections built on trust and shared success. Our business can only succeed if our spaces are well maintained to the highest standard. Finally, a tenant whose goals and objectives are perfectly aligned with yours. We answer some questions in advance, right? The primary guest is required to undergo a background check. They must formally sign our agreement, which is legally binding. Company name implements post-confirmation protocols that guarantee that clients adhere to all the rules. They show respect. About our clients. Move myself here. We partner with corporations and their HR departments. We work with the adjusters from insurance, higher education, healthcare. This is how you sell yourself. Our tenancy process. You show them exactly what it looks like when you go through it, guys. Look. We sign multiple leases using your standard lease. You receive monthly rent secured against our company revenue. We provide flexible accommodations for our clients. We handle cleaning and maintenance to keep your property in top condition. We ensure you guaranteed occupancy with yearly lease renewals. This is powerful for apartment buildings and landlords, but think about this from a property management perspective. NOI is affected by things like occupancy, vacancy, and then suddenly you're here saying that offer this, you'll take 5 units off them, 10 units, whatever, and they go, wow, so I can reduce all my vacancy and I only have to deal with one person, and they do this and this and this and this, and they have Ring cameras, and they have smart locks, and they have noise monitors, they have everything. The best tenant you'll ever have, the easiest tenant you ever have, the last tenant you ever have. You can copy all of this, guys. Leasing to a traditional tenant, partnering with us. We place a high value on transparency and are excited about the prospect of working together. Look, your email, your phone, your website, your social, your EIN, your DUNS number. See how it all comes together? This is how you get the competitive edge, and I'm giving it to you right here. I also have something like this. A company flyer. See the difference between getting emailed from someone at yahoo.com compared to this? This is how you get landlords to say yes. So cat's out the bag, guys. This flyer is actually the roadmap completion gift right here. You can just change the company name to whatever. Your business. Company website, company email. Change the colors to what matches you. And you don't even need the paid version of this, guys. You can literally just screenshot it like this. So this is 100% yours if you complete the onboarding here. And it's right here for download. Now, I do have this one as well, but this one is going to be in the paid group a bit further down in the other modules. And this is honestly because if I give everyone this, the exact thing, then you guys are going to do yourself a disservice. If everyone joins a free community and everyone gets this, then you guys are going to end up going against each other with the exact same thing. And it's not going to make the most sense, right? Same thing, right? I'll give you a link. You can just change everything yourself. All you have to do is throw your photos in, and that's it. Yeah, anyways, so that flyer is 100% yours in this roadmap completion gift, and that is my gift to you. Lastly, we're going to tie this up with just a summary of what we discussed over this past 40 minutes or so. So, step 1, you form your LLC, you get your EIN number, you open up a bank account. If you're in the US, you use LegalZoom. If you're in Canada, you use Taylor Brand. You get your EIN. You open up a bank account. You're officially in business. You get your D&B number. So you get your D&B number for lease applications, and Experian just in case takes a minute. Now, when they send the application through, you put your DUNS number on it, and your credit check clears. To do that, you build history via trade lines. So you get 3 temporary trade lines to rapidly increase credit reporting. We're playing the game. Eventually, you'll have credit through actual business operations as well. So this is just to get you started quickly. And then lastly, while you're doing all this, you become a professional. You solidify online presence to be taken seriously with the big 3. Website, business email, pitch deck. That's all it is, guys. I will highlight the action items underneath this video, step by step, like I said, with links to everything. Just take action, follow everything I've said here, and I can pretty much guarantee that you will be good to go. Let's get to work. Nothing to be afraid of. Just take action, guys. I told you. I'm laying everything out for you. Don't be overwhelmed. Just go through it step by step. That's all there is to it.